Yo, this is Citano Play, Seiken Densetsu 3. We are going to the Mana Holyland to stop this evil masked mage from destroying the world that we know. So last time we did the sad but necessary thing, we had to stop Heat. It was revealed that Heat was the son of the masked mage and that the masked mage's identity was actually a man called Belgar, who was working in Wendell beneath the Priest of Light. And that everything that made him go mad of power was only because he wanted to help a little girl from death. And even though he failed doing it, he believed he could resurrect this girl and make her alive again. This corrupted him so much that he wanted revenge for what happened. He got expelled from Wendell and he wanted to kill everyone as a result. And here we are much later. Masked Mage is about to take care of the Mana Goddess and we have to stop him. Just the same as with the Dragon Emperor, we had to go to the Mana Holyland and you can see how things have changed here. You see that the shapeshifters are here, they're pretty powerful, and you see things have gotten quite bad. The Holy Land has been drained of power and things aren't looking very well for the people that are here, and we have no choice but to stop the Masked Mage. She, as well as the Dragon Emperor, wants to destroy the whole world, and we can't allow this to happen. So this is gonna be a different way though, of course. It's gonna be a different boss, but the same motive as well. They both want to destroy the world that we live in for their own purpose. The shapeshifters are very annoying. Just gonna try to avoid them as much as possible because they are just pain in the ass. You could fight them, but they have a lot of health, and some of the shapeshifters are actually quite damaging. Their original forms are actually not very scary. It's more when they shapeshift into other things that they become deadly. This is the final save point in this game. Make use of it because there is no turning back after you go to the Masked Mage. This is gonna be those different storylines. Remember how we have it now. So Heat is dead. Carlie wants revenge on the Masked Mage for what he did to Heat. The Death Jester has been taken care of, and we know what happened with Lise and Anja. Since Korin and friends were taken out, and the same thing with Bijou and Jagan, that means the only thing we have to do now is to get revenge by taking out the Masked Mage. So now of course we are out here at this checkpoint. We have to destroy these shapeshifters to progress. Crazy! That was fair damage. I'm level 46, no, I think that's a fine level. Max level is 50, but that's not really necessary. You should only go level 50 or close to it if you have a lot of spells that you have to learn. For example, if your class change very late, or just want to go for it. For achievement purpose, I guess. So now we move on. This was a dead end, we need to move further up. Now, although some people are saying that the end boss in Storyline B is easier than Storyline A, I can't really say if that's true or not. I think they are about the same, but remember that the party I'm running now is much different than the other party. The first party was heavily physical, this party is more magical, but also this party has a lot of powers in terms of stat up and stat down. I mean, Carlie can take all the stats down in one go, and Lise can stat up the whole party. And that's it. No more enemies to fight, we have reached the end. It is time to go against the final boss of this game if you play as Kevin or Carlie as your main character. Healing up. Let's see if you have all items very well. Remember that this is the final thing to do. If you have any items to spare, use them. You have no other chance to use the items because the game will be over once you beat this next boss. Only 6 Angels Grace, but I think that should be fine. No longer we need the wind, no longer need the actual illusion mirror, that's for sure. What can we switch to though? Pot oil. Mama pot oil. We don't really need us because we can do that with Carlie. What do we need here actually? Package chocolate we already have 9 of. Gonedzai, Carmilla's Claw. Carmilla's Claw could probably be useful. Yeah, okay, let's just have Carmilla's Claw. We don't need to have the Wind Drum. We should keep the Chibico Hammer in case we get Pygmies. Litecoin. A lot of things here. Slime Slice, the Hagen Scale. So remember to go through your items. Make sure you have the most solid setup you have. You can take the another honey drink. We have enough magic walnuts. Yeah, I think we are already set to go. Grass, perhaps? It's important that we use them mainly on Carlie, so that she can recure the others. I think we're done now. We don't really need the Wind Drum, but there's nothing really else to replace. Magic Walnut should be fine. Honey Drink, Stardust Herb, and Carmilla's Claw. Okay, so we're ready. It is time to square off against the Masked Mage and end his reign of terror before it's too late. Here we go! You're too late! The goddess of mana is dead! How could you? Oh, how painful for you. The mana tree is gone. You have nothing left to protect. But don't worry, you can always protect me as my own undead servant. I can't let you do that! Fairy! Oh, nobody likes me. Choosing death rather than being my protector. No matter. Even without the servants, I still hold the greatest power in the world. And oh, I waited for this day. Underneath this mask is all hatred towards humanity. I put on the mask to hold it all back until the time came. And that time has arrived. Time to release my hatred. The humans who exiled me, they will die. Observe my true form. Dark Lich reveals its identity. With this spell, I have overcome death, and I shall overcome all human opposition. You three will have the honor of being the first to die. Ha ha ha. What? That's it! Even if the mana tree withers and mana disappears, we will never give up! Long after I'm gone, Carlie and the others will create a new world, even without mana! Carlie, Lise and Angela, fight for the future! Mana will live on inside your hearts! Only the sword of mana has enough power to stop me, and it's gone! Your last avenue to victory, lost, succumb to my power! The sword of mana was not lost. Can't you see? It's inside Carlie and the others. As long as they're here, the sword of mana, their hope, will never be lost. I'll wipe out hope till it never returns! Now, feel the wrath of your new god! And here we go, the final battle of Storyline B. This time it's against the Dark Lich. The Dark Lich who was also the second last boss in the Secret of Mana game, but this time he is the end boss itself. And even though some people say that this is actually the easiest end boss, I can actually differ a bit. This guy can actually be a real pain in the ass. It really depends on your setup, depends on your strategy. But here we're just gonna do the same thing we do it always. You pimp up as much as you can. Make sure you give up as much gain if you can. Here comes his Dark Force. So this guy has basically this one face, but he changes his weaknesses depending on the background. He can actually be holy. He can just be absorbing holy spells actually later. So don't think of it as holy is only his strength against, I mean, his weakness. So let's toss the mind up. Let's give up a power up, and let's get out a black curse for this asshole. The black curse. We give mind up, we have attack pop, and we have the black curse. Now he should be getting ready to get him done and going. And let's also div up a protect up. The Dark Force is coming this time, thrown on leads. He shouldn't do so much damage. Oh, less than 100. All because we have taken down his mind and we have increased our own. Last we have speed up. And then we just have to keep fighting him down. Let's actually see how well my spell does. Let's hit out the double spell from Angela on him. Here comes double spell. See how well it does against the Dark Lich. Almost 1,000 damage. That's pretty impressive. Oh wow, his physical attack hit pretty hard now. Okay, let's get up another double spell. This does really a lot of damage, almost 1,000 damage. That's pretty good. $947, that's pretty good. Here comes the Leaf Saber on himself, which I don't really understand why he wants to do it, because he probably has a lot of mana from before. One thing he does is that it will give himself increased of MP. It's ancient. This is one of Angela's endgame spells. If you go dark, actually, it's basically meteor. Technically, if you go to other Final Fantasy games, a long cast as well, just a meteor rain. That's ancient. Does pretty low damage, but remember, because we've taken up the mind up and down, this one could have been really deadly for us. So let's heal up. Okay, now he changes his weakness. Now it is the war background. So his whole weakness thing has now changed. He'll still should be weak to a double spell, because double spell should be non-elemental damage, despite, you know, hitting with everything. Now as well, he's poison bubble. Doesn't really do much, but it's a poison, so boom, 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 boom. This is looking good so far. Crazy. Doing a lot of damage now with him now. That hurts. Let's just heal for this. So yeah, in my opinion, he is weaker than the Dragon Emperor. At least so far we're doing very well. Let's show another double spell. Double spell does so much damage here. It's for almost 1,000. It's a bit long cast though. I think the Dark Lich looks pretty cool. This is how the Dark Lich looked in Seiken Mana. Cold Blaze. This is pretty heavy hitting cold spell. Can also freeze you to Snowman. Falling Star. It's in 833 region, that's pretty good. Crazy! Boom 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 boom. And of course we have Spiral Rod. Death Ecstasy. One of his ultimate spells. This guy's gonna hurt a bit. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt much actually. Because our minds has been buffed up so much, it's not as dangerous. Yeah, think about if I didn't have both mind up, mind down, and so on. Now it changes weakness again. I'm not really concerned. Let's see. And the Carmilla's Claw here. Let's give that to Lise actually. Oh, she can steal health as well when she attacks. Not much though. Saint Beam. Yeah, so now he's basically holy pro for this. It's kind of cool that the weakest physical attackers of mine actually doing a lot of damage. Simply because of the stat up and stat down in this game is too powerful. I would have nerfed it. If I was a game designer, I would have nerfed it because it's just too strong. That was actually a misclick there. Supposed to heal the whole team, but that's fine. Stone Cloud, the ultimate Earth Elemental, level 3. Hits pretty little. Also because Angela and Carlie have extremely high intelligence, so their magic defense is the highest of every character in the game. With mind up and mind down, I don't really see much problem against this boss. Falling Star. Pretty good damage. Physical attack. Yeah, here's Lifesaver. See how little he hits. Okay, here comes the prisoner. Now we need to use the Chibico Hammer. Actually, after Chibico Hammer, we have to use something else. Now use Protect Up on himself. You heard the music change as well. This is a sign that the boss is actually getting low on health. He has less than half health now. He used Protect Up on himself. He's gonna speed up himself. Without a problem. So we have to cure up the others. Tickle Rain, multi-target. Now it changes his weakness again. It's back to the water stream. It's back to absorbing water again. There we go. Crazy! A little dash damage now. Poison Bubble again. Spiral Rod. Let's just throw out a heal. I don't want to stay too low on health because he can still hurt. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's keep pummeling him. Falling Star. Boom. So yeah, we're at least over halfway. We shouldn't have too much now. See how hard Lise is hitting. Lise is hitting for 400. We shouldn't have much health left now. Probably in a few thousand health left. Let's try out another crazy. That's it? That's it! Carlie, the finishing blow, and the Dark Lich has been defeated. immortal. I can't die. No! Fairy! Thank you for not losing hope. But the mana tree is dead. Mana is gone from this world. I'll disappear along with it. I didn't know you for very long. But thank you for everything. No! Don't go! No, don't worry. I'll return someday. As the new goddess. Really? The fairy is the mana tree's seed. When she meets the 3 heroes who believe in her, she becomes the new goddess. Remember me? Make sure your children remember. Because 1,000 years from now, Mana will return to your world. It is time for us to say goodbye. Let the sword of Mana shine upon your souls. And now for the epilogue of Storyline B. What happens with these 3 characters after we have defeated the evil Masked Mage himself. It's actually cool because the last 3 characters we had was some 3 different ones. Now we're gonna see what happens to the female characters. Mother! Angela, what's going on? Did you sneak out of Joe's class again? You're the heir to the throne of Altina. You really should know better. I know it must be difficult for you not being able to use magic, but don't worry. Every day, I say a prayer to the goddess, in hope that you will learn magic one day. Mother! Mother! What's wrong, Angela? Are these your friends? That's touching. Did that really happen? I don't recall any of it. This is quite a shock. I can't believe I'd do such a thing, even under current spell. Angela, forgive me. Mother, it's okay. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Thank you, Angela. Pretty touching. Sis! Elliot, are you hurt? Hurt? No, I'm fine. Elliot, I'm sorry, I saw a dream. Father and Mother were together in heaven. Then they told me something. They said to help you. To bring Roland back to where it was. I can't always be a little kid. You gotta let me help you, sis. Elliot. Ah, so good for Lise to get her brother back. Father, Mother, I'll restore Roland to its former beauty. With Elliot's help. Watch us. From above. We'll do our best. That's touching. This is the best one. Grandpa! Carlie, you're safe. Thank the goddess. What would I have done? Grandpa, you okay? His shadow visited me one night. He traded his soul to cure my illness. I told him not to throw his life away. But he said he'd rather die than let the evil control him. Heat! Heat! Oh, poor Carlie. So tormented. But there's always good things in the end, you know. Just watch. Heat! Why did you have to die? Why? Carlie! Why, Heat? Why? It was the right choice. And for my sacrifice, the goddess have saved me. She gave me her life, so that I may continue to work and save other troubled souls. Oh. Carlie? Wah! Heat! 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 Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Now wipe away those tears. Wah! Carlie must be so happy, thinking that her best friend Heath were dead. And then he was given a second chance to live because of the Mana Goddess. That's just so sweet. And just like in Storyline A, you see Storyline B, the Mana Tree is starting to regrow again. But it will take a long time. All the heroes and characters we have here will no longer exist when the Mana returns, because it's 1,000 years to come. But it's guaranteed that it will come back. And here we have the Flamey. You know what this means? It's the credits. So yeah, this was it for Storyline B with Carlie, Kevin. We find out that the Death Jester and Heat were responsible for the kidnapping in the Mana Holyland. We defeat the God Beasts, including the God Beasts of Darkness, and then learn that it was all a ruse to gain power to their main leader. Then we went to the Jungle of Illusion. We beat the God Beast of Darkness and we fought Death Jester. We got access to the Mirage Palace. And we faced off against Heat and the Masked Mage. The Masked Mage went off to the Holy Land and Heat held us company so that the Masked Mage could get time to kill off the goddess. We did the sad thing but to take care of Heat. Then we went on the Holy Land and we made sure that the Masked Mage could not cause more trouble for anyone in the world. He wanted to destroy all of humanity and have the undead rule the kingdoms up below the Holy Land. But the Dark Lich, he fell, and thus the world was saved. This means we are done with storyline A and storyline B. We have one more storyline to do before I have completed Seiken Densetsu 3 fully. And that is the storyline of Hawk and Lise. In the storyline of Hawk and Lise, the Death Jester has Masters been taken down, the Mirage Palace is destroyed, and presumably Heat is probably back in Wendell. Korn and the Dark Knight as well are gone. Now comes to the question, what will Bijou and Jagan do when they are the main evil? And their master, which we have seen in the other storylines, is revealed to be an individual called the Dark Prince. We will find that out in the next part. Then we will see what will happen when we go against these forces and the Dark Prince. Will that be tougher for us compared to what we just did now? What awaits us when we challenge Bijou, Jagan, and the Dark Prince? And that's also a cool thing about Storyline C, is that both Hawk and Lise are in the same party. Then we'll see if the storyline will become a bit more interesting when two of the three characters have a grudge against the very evil that they are facing. Because in storyline A and B so far, it's only been one character. We had one character from each storyline in both parties. We had Duran, the main character, with assisting characters Kevin and Hawk. And here we have Carlie as the main character, with assisting characters with Lise and Angela. Now comes the question. With Lise, Hawk and Duran as our party in Team C, how will that be? And especially when you're gonna go against the last group of enemies in Bijou, Jagan and their master, the Dark Prince. Some people even think that this is gonna be a challenge for me as well, because apparently the last boss in the storyline C is apparently much harder than the last boss in storyline A and storyline B. But we'll get to that though. First of all, in the next part we're gonna be in Padan with storyline C. We'll find out who is the actual enemy, and we'll find out exactly more about where is the location of the Mana Stone of Darkness in storyline C. And then we'll head out to the final dungeons. We are only one storyline away from finishing Seiken Densetsu 3. It's been a joy doing this, and here we go. We have reached the end of storyline B. One storyline remains, and then Seiken Densetsu 3 is completed. So that's it for me. Storyline B is done. Storyline C is next, which we'll do in our next part. So if you have any feedback on my Let's Play or want to discuss this game, then leave a comment below this video. If you want to be notified for when I upload more parts and other stuff on my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. With that, just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time when we start off the end of Storyline C.